Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is a 2022 release in white gold from Patek Philippe. This is the Calatrava 5226G-001. It was also described at the time of its launch as a Calatrava pilot, and while it does have some characteristics of a pilot's watch, it has not been universally marketed as such by Patek. Instead, I beg you consider this more of an all-arounder that's good at just about everything. It could easily be your only watch. In white gold, really gray gold, a type of white that needs no rhodium plating. It's 40 millimeters in diameter, 8.8 millimeters thick, and then 47.7 from lug to lug with a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. On my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, it wears nicely. Now the strap is not broken in, so it's a bit stiff. It's compressing my wrist and exaggerating the size of the watch, but look down the barrel. You can see that the lugs are nowhere near the edge of my wrist. The cuff shot showing that it'll easily slide under a dress cuff, and over the top, which always exaggerates the width of the lug, it still is within the bounds of my wrist. So I think you could wear this watch on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference, and mine is 16 again for reference. What looks like textile is actually a hot stamp. So this is calfskin leather on the top in black, but it's been hot stamped to look like a weave. You've got a little bit of a contrasting stitch that matches the ecru coloration of the dial, and then we've got a folded edge with a bit of bolstering or stuffing to give it volume. You can see calfskin on the bottom, no crimping, no gouging, brand new Patek Philippe factory strap. We've got a matching white gold spade style Patek Philippe pin buckle, and then pull tab spring bars on the bottom so you can pop the strap off the case without tools. These lugs, they're shapely, they're intriguing, and they're unusual. You can see from this angle that they're actually not connected to the case band. You could actually shove, you see that right there? You could shove a piece of paper between the lug and the case. And that is done to allow Patek to create these intricately applied hobnail pyramide clous de Paris all the way around to the case. So the lugs are actually attached exclusively to the case back. And then we've got these sharp profiles with a little bit of a soft bevel on the sides, these angular lugs, Calatrava cross on the crown, the symbol of the manufacturer, a vertical lip to an otherwise conical bezel, and then we have a little bit of a camber to this crystal. The watch is 30 meters water resistant, but Patek now calls 30 meters a real 30 meters, as in 30 meters underwater. And you'll find it on their website exactly as stated. So this is now a very viable all-arounder with its automatic winding, stylistic versatility, and now swimmable water resistance. This is something you could wear all the time. Put it on a water-resistant strap, and per the manufacturer itself, you could swim with this. It's also very well loomed, to a degree almost unheard of on a pure dress watch, which is why I say this is an all-arounder. The hands at center are syringe style for the hours and minutes with a lovely ecru varnished lancet style seconds hand. We've got white gold Arabic numeral applique, white gold hands and numerals, so they won't tarnish, oxidize, or discolor with time. The printing on the dial is the same color as the lume, which is in good taste, as it's nice complementary color to a dial that Patek Philippe describes as textured charcoal gradient. So light at the center, dark at the edge, with a texture, a little bit like martelage or maybe tremblage, and then it is charcoal. So all makes sense so far. The date disc is both the same color as the dial and printed in the same color as the dial, which is a nice touch. And because this is a modern Patek caliber, 26330 SC, we do have a hacking seconds function. So if you want to set it to a reference time, you can easily do so. And we have a quick set date. And Patek does everything right here. Patek Philippe doing a great job. Turning it all over now, you can see that movement. Now it's a combination of manual and mechanical finish. It's a mass-produced Patek caliber. But Patek, particularly where stripes and bevels are concerned, does a better job of selling its mechanical manual medley of finish as more manual than mechanical, whereas the Journes, the JLCs, the Chapeks, and the Mosers, and the Audemars Piguets of the world, their version of mechanical manual feels like it's more biased towards the mechanical side. Now, the movement's not technically exceptional in terms of power reserve. It's only 45 hours, but it's got a lot of nice features, like a free-sprung balance that's particularly resistant to shock, an anti-magnetic silicone hairspring, guaranteed accuracy from the factory of no worse than -1 + 2 seconds per 24 hours. You can see it as a good-looking caliber adjusted in 6 positions. It is a 30 jewel movement. It features elements that I adore, like the solarized barrel cover, the beveling within the jewel and screw sinks. We have engine turning on the edges of the bridges. We also have circular stripes on the rotor, linear stripes on the bridges, engine turning on the base plate, as well as on the center of the rotor. It's a unidirectional winder for greater efficiency. That's more efficient. In practice, on the wrist, not on a winder, but on the wrist, unidirectional is more efficient. And then you could see that it is a beautifully decorated movement. In particular, the beveling within the screw and jewel sinks is a nice touch, with the screw heads polished and their slots and circumference chamfered. So if you love this watch, it is an all-arounder. If you want a truly fine, elite brand watch, it does not get any better than a Patek Philippe Calatrava. So reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.